All right. That's my celly. That's a selfie. So many felonies. It's a weekend. You're most welcome, everyone. It's Saturday, and I am in Donda vibes today. Like and Jesus. All right, we shall get back to music later. Good afternoon, Africa, and happy weekend. We are back for another episode of the African Youth Pulse Check-in. This is the first of its kind on the weekend, and that's why I was playing you that music because you know what is happening. The days we have been obsessing over some new albums that have been released, but that notwithstanding, we also have insane African talent that has been playing music in Uganda. Here we have two songs that are have been taking the charts, and I don't know, before we end probably I'll be able to share them. But hey Africa, how are you doing? My name is Sebastian, Segawa Ivan Sebastian, and I'm tuning in from Kampala, Uganda today. I have a few colleagues of mine that are with me in studio. I will just let them introduce themselves. I'm also excited to hear how their weekends are. I hope they're not boring. And then we can go ahead to check on you. I can see we have a couple of people online. Just share on your comment section where you are tuning in from and how your weekend is. All right, my colleagues in studio, I'll start with you, Kemi. How are you doing? An introduction, where you are and how your weekend is. Then we shall fly to Moses. Kemi? Kemi, can you hear me? Ah, there you go. Hi, Kemi. How are you doing? Oh, we cannot hear you. I don't know why that is.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, now is much better.
Oh, great. Hi, guys. Hi, everyone that's watching. Welcome to Africa Youth Pulse Check-in. My name is Kemi. I'm a team member, so I've also come to check in, see what's up. The weekend is good. It's been mostly a work weekend, but we are going to step out and try to end before it's done. But yeah, I'm in Kampala, and yeah, that's it. That's where I'm at.
All right, I can see you're really in a very, very bright place. For someone who is sharing the same location with you, I feel like I should either go out to get that semblance of brightness. All right, we shall just hear from Moses. Hello, Moses. Moses, are you there? Moses?
Yes, yes.
Ah, great, great. All right. Talk to us,
Yes.
Moses. How is your weekend? Where are you?
My weekend is okay, and of course, I am at home and joining in from Arusha, at
Is
Tanzania, the
Arusha
headquarters of East,
simple? Every
yeah, the
time I
headquarters
ask
of
for
East
it's from
African
Arusha.
Community. Yes,
Ah,
yes.
great,
All right.
great. All right. Moses, to the African Pulse check-in. It is your first time joining us here as a guest.
Yes.
And while we have you, we have a few issues to check in with you before we can release you, because I can hear the young ones in the background. They clearly need your attention. But we see you, Panaru, tuning in from the Suez Canal in Egypt. Oh yeah, we do remember the canal when the Evergreen ship blocked it for some time. But we are excited to hear from you, Panaru. We would like to know how your weekend and how the Suez Canal is. All right, Moses, over the week we have had a couple of questions regarding the AfCFTA Youth Inclusion Accelerator project. And as the person heading that project at ULEAD, I felt that it is wise to have you with us today to throw some perspective to the project. And most of the questions were revolving around the first being around the essay competition, and then now the newly introduced debate competition. So I just want you to share with us. Moses, you can hear me?
Yes, I can. I'm trying to set up something so that I can answer you rightly.
Great. All right.
There are challenges of working at home, but I'm trying to All right. You can hear me?
Yes, crystal clearly.
Good.
Right.
Okay, let me just put my video so at least you can see me. Those who
Great.
my
Now
first times. Right. So do you mind, Seba, if you again repeat the question?
Great. So I was saying that over the week, we have had a couple of people asking questions revolving around the essay competition for the AfCFTA and the now newly introduced debate competition. And the first question was, who is eligible? And I can see now that it is very clear on the poster that it is 18 to 35. But we had about 3 people in our last check-in who are above 35 who were not contented that they were locked out because of the age limit. But of course, we explained to them that we cannot lock out their participation in the AfCFTA project. But I think you will throw more light as to why you are specifically considering the age of the youth for this competition. The second question was around what people will win and when these winners will be announced and when they will get their awards, if there are any. And so we are excited to have you here, Moses. Our viewers, Moses here is one of our team members at ULEAD, and he will tell you specifically why he's the one I'm tasking to respond to these questions. He will tell you why. All right, Moses.
Thank you, Seba, and for this wonderful initiative, and thank you, colleagues that are online and tuning around the world. And let me just give me just 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Okay. While we wait for Moses, I wonder, I need to look for Egyptian music, but while at it, we also want to say that Happy New Year to our Ethiopian brothers and sisters. Before I leave, I'll also be playing a tune from Ethiopia. We know that today is the start of your new year. We hope that it is a prosperous one, and we are also excited for you. Oh, so now the song that is playing is the song I told you about that is taking the Ugandan airwaves like crazy. So for those of you who are tuning in from Uganda, you know the song. For those who are not, you need to listen to it. But for now, Moses is back.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. I was trying to sort some connection issues. Thank you, Seb, again. My name is Moses. Moses Kanyesije. I'm tuning in from Arusha, Tanzania. And I'm an East African, originally from Uganda. And the questions that have been raised regarding debate and essay competition in regard to CFTA YAP. Thank you. I'm one of the project leads. And let me just have a little background about CFTA, AfCFTA YAP. It's Continental Free Trade Agreement Area Youth Inclusion Accelerator Program. It is a 2-year project, not program, it's a 2-year project that is being implemented in collaboration with East Africa Youth Ambassadors Platform, Training Center for Development Cooperation, which is our mother organization, and GIZ African Union, plus youth-led organization across the Africa. And the project covers the whole continent. And it's a 2-year project. So far, we are about to end 1 year come December. Then it will be ending next year, December. So if I can maybe Seba allow me to have little more I give here preamble about this project. The central part of this project is youth inclusion. And when you talk about youth, we looked at many and different definitions of youth. One, how does our African government countries define youth? How about African Charter on Youth, African Union Charter on Youth? What about the East African community? So there are different definitions of youth. But the good thing is that most define youth as those between 15 to 35, while others define youth that range between 18 and 35 years of age. So your question about the age, that's how we reached about the age. Anyone between 15 or between 10 to 35 is considered an African youth. And when we are writing a proposal to have this good project about CFTA, we looked at the challenges that African government goes through. And it's not Africa now, it's worldwide. We are talking about unemployment. So this project talks about employment and youth being at the center of this framework, Continental Free Trade Agreement area. And it talks about the opportunities when the borders are opened, the opportunities that come with trade, SMEs, touring, immigration, if it is really what was on paper, if it is well implemented. So it talked about employing more than it was. And it's the only agreement that has really attracted political will. The heads of state signing it like 54 out of 55. And I think as we talk now, I think 39 countries have ratified their instrument, meaning some products those countries that have ratified, it means some products within those countries can be traded on on the continent. So the age I have answered the age. Why 30? Why 15 to 35, or why 18 to 35? Because this project centers on the youth. However, even if you don't get a chance to compete under S writing competition and debate competition, there are other areas, there are other initiatives, other groups, other platforms that you can participate. I think, Seba, you know that since the beginning of this year, we have been having youth engagement, regional consultations, bringing youth organization, bringing National Council of Youth, bringing political leaders, bringing policymakers, so as to how the youth can benefit and how to benefit in this CFTA. So if you come to as a winner, what would the winner take? Both an essay and debate. One, let's not look at the price, assuming there is a car to be given to a winner. Assuming there is certain amount of money. Assuming there is like a fund. Close for me that door. So the first thing to win for youth is to understand the agreement itself, Seba. To me, that's the first winning. Understanding the framework, understanding the agreement, understanding the phases of negotiation, and each phase, what does it tell? What advantages does it bring? If the first phase was protocol on goods, negotiating the goods, now the second phase, it is services. What is in those phases that a youth in Uganda, that a youth in Egypt can take advantage of and move his or her product from Egypt to Ghana? I think for me, that's the first win. Information was lacking. That's why we started with this proposal. If you are saying this is a central framework, it helps the youth, are the youth aware? That's how now the youth came with a proposal. Let's first make the youth aware. So when the youth are aware of what entails in the agreement, that's the first prize. Okay, now let me come to prize now as regard to essay and debate competition. One would be how we are having panel of judges who will be going through the essays, because essays is about CFTA. How do we make this continental magic? So when you write your essay about continental free trade agreement, you are writing essay that is based on research. You research about an agreement, you write about an agreement, then you submit to us. That means that any person, because everyone who writes will not win a prize, but everyone who writes, meaning he or she has researched, meaning that's a win to us. You know about the agreement. But on the essay, we are looking at the 5 winners, the 5 winners from all over Africa. And the same as debate, it is the same process, the 5 winners. And those are 10 winners from Africa. So when those winners, meaning the price is that you read, will bring you in Arusha. We are planning what we call a summer boot camp of young business leaders and policymakers. So we are planning a 5 intensive boot camp training, 5-day intensive boot camp training in Arusha. What does that entail? You are facing with policymakers who knows the agreement. Most of them are the framers, are the writers who wrote this agreement. They have skills in multilateral negotiations at World Trade Organization level, at African continental level, at national and regional levels. So these agreements that will be unpacked or that will be simplified. So you will meet those experts and you will come with your concerns, how you want this agreement to benefit you. And now these experts will tell you how to benefit. Because this agreement, when you read it, it has a lot of advanced English. It talks about, it was written by lawyers and economists. So someone who is selling matoke from Isinjiro to Kampala doesn't know words like rules of agreement, rules of origin, doesn't know 60% of raw materials being sourced from Africa or from East Africa. So that's when you come, it will be simplified for you. If Uganda and Kenya and Ghana have already ratified the agreement, meaning they have domesticated, they have gone to national parliament, and they debated and the parliament agreed that these products for 10 years are supposed to be traded within Africa. Let me give you an example. Uganda have ratified, meaning it took the national processes, went to parliament, debated about, and it has agreed. The Minister of Trade, Minister concerned, have said that, okay, under Ugandan products, you can bring the following. Maybe if you are making car tires, maybe if you are making clothing, garments, pens, books, you are allowed to access our market on a zero tariff. So that's when you come to boot camp training. That's when these people, the experts, will unpack and simplify for you this agreement. If you want to trade in Tanzania, I think it was a day before yesterday when Tanzania ratified. If you want to bring your products in Tanzania, so far for 10 years or for 5 years, these are products that are allowed in Tanzania on a zero tariff, zero tax. So meaning we are going to have 30 people in a boot camp. 5 from essay, 5 from debate, the winners, who will be chosen on a competitive basis, gender balanced, and all categories are included. So when they come, meaning we are also going to look for policymakers from the ministries of trade, commerce, regional REX, the SADC, the ECOWAS, the East African community. So meaning you are win if you come to, if you are a debate winner, if you are essay winner, meaning the best win you can come, if you are among the best 5, the best 10, is to come to a summer boot camp. You interact with others, you interact with policymakers, you interact with young business leaders. But Seba, it doesn't stop from there. Our boot camp is scheduled for 1st to 5th November. Okay. Meaning you will have a chance also to attend a summit, a URID summit. You get it? A ULEAD summit, which is a 5-day summit, which is bringing 300 youth across the Africa. Specifically day 2, which is the day of business. You are interacting with under 40 business leaders. You are interacting with the youth who have made it in life, who have already are CEOs, already business are expanding and they are making money. You are having a network, assuming you don't have a friend in Egypt, or you don't have a friend in South Sudan. You don't have a friend in Cote d'Ivoire or Gabon. This is your first time to interact with youth who are coming for the summit, others who are viewing in the comfort of their homes, because our summit is a hybrid. Thirdly, you have your certificate. You have a certificate that you attended a basic, the introduction to CFTA agreement, and these key experts, policymakers have signed. So it's not a master's, it's not a bachelor's, but a certificate. Sometimes in life I have learned that sometimes certificates are more important than even a master's, depending on where you are presenting it. So those are the advantages that I'm looking at someone as a winner. One, you are winning as you are researching about CFTA. You are writing essay, you are involving yourself in debate. That's a win, because what is important in life, if you want to succeed in any aspect, is information. So you have done your research, you have your information. 2, if you make it to the best 5 in a debate, best 5 in essay, you are coming for boot camp, where you interact with policymakers, where they unpack and simplify you the agreement, and they tell you what is an agreement. Thirdly, you attend a ULEAD summit, where you have interaction with our patron, His Excellency Kikwete, the former president of Tanzania. You will have messages from President Uhuru Kenyatta from the Republic of Kenya, who is the chair of East African Community. You have a message from President Kagame of Rwanda, His Excellency, who will be a chief speaker on day 2 of business. I don't know whether I have really simplified and given you the information you wanted.
You have been very deliberate in response, and
Yes.
we are grateful. So from what I take is that there are 3 things, and you've explained that knowledge is very important, and I agree. I myself have, I think I should now undertake into the competition. At least I know that for the first layer of knowledge, it is important that all young people find it. Thank you for also explaining why the accelerator project, the youth accelerator project, is mostly galvanizing around young people and ensuring that young people are some of the biggest beneficiaries. Because, like you said, the AfCFTA is the biggest market in the whole world that has as many national, many states partaking in. So before we proceed, I just want to throw a few shouts out. For those of you who are watching us, just go into the comment section. Let us know where you're tuning in from and how your weekend is going. If you have any question, you can always throw it here. Panuru said the ULEAD initiative is promising, but I would like to request the administration to consider the inclusion by making sure that every African country has a representative in this great initiative. I am basically from South Sudan, and I have been following, but I never saw any South Sudanese member in the program. Perhaps. Okay. All right. Panaru, first of all, I would just request you to drop us your email address in the comment section so that we can reach out to you, and the next time we are having a check-in next week, we can extend an invitation for you to join us here in studio. But it's also possible that you have not been lucky to come in when we have had colleagues South Sudan. but we have had a couple of them, about a good number, join us here. I know that we had some when South Sudan was celebrating her independence. We have had a few after that, but we are also happy to have you. And of course, for all of you watching all over Africa, just drop us your location, which country, and where you are exactly in that country. And for those of you that are keen to join us in studio, this is not an exclusive event. The check-in is for African youth. So whoever wants to join in, you are most welcome to always come and join us in studio here. All right.
Okay, Seba, I think I have also seen comments. Let me respond to them. One,
right.
I'm reading a comment from Zari Nakaslang from Zambia. Zari Atubwanji. He or she's asking that I would like to find out if it's possible to participate in both competition, essay writing, and debate, or you need to choose only one. No, you are not limited. You can you can participate in both. You never know your luck. You can be a good debater, but not good at writing. Or you can be good at writing or not at debate. So we encourage you to participate on both. And on essay, kindly, when you are competing, when you are writing, make sure that you involve, you put, you indicate your country and you indicate your gender. Then I see Stanley from Kenya. I think, Seba, you will note that. Then we can work on it as a management. Is asking whether please the submission link on need written files, not videos, assist. So let me clarify something on debate competition. If you open the link, I don't know whether you have opened the link, Seba, but when you open the link,
okay.
The
so
one
I
need for debate, open there is where it asks to attach a file. Yes, I think it's where there is a section where it asks to attach a video.
Submission guidelines, submission link. Proceed to answer the following questions. Attach a
video.
Okay.
Yes. So you are attaching a video. You will don't attach a big video. We are looking at you. You do what? You record yourself, or someone can record you on about Continental Free Trade, CFTA. Your views, your ideas about Continental Free Trade Agreement. Let me just give you maybe hints. Let me just give you like what to do. Let me say you said this is a video. Hello, I'm Moses Kanyesije. I'm from Uganda or Kenya. Thank you for this. This is the African continent I want. I think it's good for ABC, its advantages and the challenges are this. I think solution should be this. Just a simple about CFTA. Then you attach that video recording. So that video will be assessed and see, okay, which is the best, what is the content, much as it is short, but what content is in that short video about CFTA. Then again, I think, Seba, it will be good. Maybe let me put you can put my number on the chat in case someone has issues and he wants to get in touch with me directly. I'm going to write it on the chat. I don't know. This is
it will go through. Just write it. I will ensure
this private. Okay, this private chat.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So the young people in East Africa, there you have it. We specifically dragged Moses here to come and explain the competition. For those of you who still don't know how to participate, and for those of you who feel that it is tedious to go through our feed, first of all, I need to say that all the links to these competitions are already in our social media feeds. You can go and look for them. But if you still feel that that is tedious, just go to www.ulid.africa. And when you arrive there, the page will be looking like this. One moment, like that. Yes. Then you can go down and hit the AfCFTA Youth Inclusion Accelerator Project tab, and then it will bring you to this page, and there you will have it. We have the essay, the continental essay competition on AfCFTA. We have the continental debate competition on AfCFTA. If you want to enter both competitions, you can tap on either. Like Moses has said, there is no limitation. And again, I need to point out very, very clearly, I need to let it be known that it is not unique for you to only participate in one competition. You can participate in all the competitions and you have the same opportunity of winning. Ivan is saying that you are only addressing East Africans. Is the initiative open to youth from other African countries? Definitely. We are sorry for giving you that impression, but like Moses said, that if you're in Accra, if you are in Cape Town, if you are in Pretoria, if you are in Eswatini, if you are in Tripoli, if you are in Juba, wherever you are, you can apply for this competition. And he has been very deliberate by saying that the winners are going to be region specific. So every region will feed into the winning basket a particular number of winners. Okay. So for East Africa, a particular number of people will be chosen as winners for West Africa, for Southern Africa, for Central Africa, and for Northern Africa. Moses, I want to believe I'm right.
North and the Horn.
North and the Horn. Great.
Yes.
So all African youth, and this is a very big call to our colleagues in West Africa, Southern Africa, and then North and the Horn of Africa, that the competition is for the whole of Africa. And like I have constantly shared on our check-ins, that ULEAD is no longer East Africa. ULEAD is now Africa, and everything we are doing at the continental level. All right.
Specifically for this summit that is coming in November 2021, from 8th November to 12th, it's a continental summit. It's not East African summit. It's a continental summit hosted in the eastern part of Africa.
All right. And then lastly, I just want to point out, I think it was Stanley's query. Stanley, you said you have had an issue with submission of written files, not videos, and you need assistance. I have showed you how to go about the uploading of videos, but I'm also going to make it known to our technicians. And then if there is any glitch on that side, they will be able to correct it. All right. Now, finally, I just have the last question for Moses. I know that you have been talking about the bootcamp being the week before the ULEAD summit, and then the winners being able to participate in the summit. That is a very exciting set of awards. I am already tempted to participate myself, but I just have one question for you. So what are the timelines? What are the deadlines for us to apply? If I wanted to apply, because I know that the ULEAD summit is on the 8th to the 12th of November. So does that mean that the winners will be known by mid-October?
Yes. Okay. Application are in two categories. I had wanted also to bring in to highlight about it. We will have application to become a delegate. I think I think, Seba, about being a delegate to come as a summit.
Yes.
But let's talk about CFT and essay writing and debate competition. One, it means these essays, we are reviewing them on a rolling basis because we are getting many applications. So meaning we are reviewing, and they are, as I told you, they are judges. There are those who select, there are those who review, there are those who preview, saying, why didn't you choose? Why didn't you select Seba? Why didn't you select Moses? Why did you select Stanley over Ivan, or came over this? So meaning, but uh, putting in consideration that there is COVID-19, and that if you are to travel, there are many stages you have to go through, like testing, like what, like booking tickets, meaning that first week, latest or second week of October, the winners will be have already been told, have been notified, and the guidelines. If you want to come to Arusha, what do you do? What do we need that you need to host you? So meaning the whole communication, the whole will be about the winners, about even those who didn't make it, who, if you don't make it to best 5, you can even apply as a delegate to come for URID Summit. You never know. You have been the best in the best 20, best 50. You can again attend the summit. So meaning we'll have our communication by first, latest, second week of October. The winners and the requirements and the logistics, so that you can come and enjoy the breath of Arusha. And you participate in the 5-day intensive bootcamp training.
All right. Thank you so much, Moses, for coming and throwing more light to that very important competition. And a big announcement is also coming your way, Africa. A big announcement on how you can apply to be part of the ULEAD Summit, like Moses has said. But before we even wait for that announcement, there is already an opportunity here for us to be part of the summit and to be part of a bootcamp that is going to bring people who are experts on this AfCFTA and who are experts on trade. So for young people who are largely passionate about the AfCFTA, or passionate about trade in itself, passionate about business or about leadership, this is your opportunity. Take to the competition, write the essay, apply for the debate competition, and then we shall see how we take over from there. And lastly, I want to reiterate that the competition is not unique to any African region. If you are in Kinshasa, Democratic Republic of Congo, Lagos of Nigeria, Cairo of Egypt, Giza of Egypt, Johannesburg, Dar es Salaam, Alexandria, Abidjan, Nairobi, Cape Town, Casablanca, Accra, Durban, Kano, Kumasi, Tripoli, Addis, Luanda, Ibadan, Algiers, Douala, wherever you are, Bamako, that's Mali, Lusaka, Zambia, Conakry, Mogadishu, Kampala here, Mombasa, Harare, Lome, Khartoum, Brazzaville, Kisumu, Dakar, Benin, Kigali, Bujumbura. Okay, I think my knowledge of African city is failing me, but wherever you are in
without forgetting the headquarters of
Accra,
Continental Free Trade Agreement area. Yes.
Definitely. Those in Accra, it will be unfortunate to not to have any young person from Accra win. Because I mean, the seat of the AfCFTA is literally at your doorstep. All right. So thank you so much, Moses, for joining us today. And like I promised, guys, for the check-ins, we usually have not more than 30 minutes, but we always get carried away in the conversation. First of all, I need to give shout out to everyone who joined us. Panaru, you have not been able to share your email address, but if you are still on, kindly hit us up in our inbox and we shall ensure that we keep your contact with us and invite you for our subsequent check-ins. Augustine Kuol, we are very grateful that you tuned in. You said you were from South Sudan. That's exciting. Stanley was from Kenya. Zali was from Zambia, and for Zali specifically, we recently had a couple of Zambian young people after the election that were sharing the experience. It was a really lovely thing to hear. All right. Oh, thank you so much, Panaru, for sharing your email address. We are definitely going to reach out to you as soon as we are done here. But all right, now that we are done with the AfCFTA, and before we conclude, I just need to know how your weekend is going. I know that it's an action-packed weekend, like I said. We have been excited about the music that has dropped across the continent and across the world. And we have been excited about football transfers all over. I know that big stars have been moving teams, and most of them are starting their games today. That's something the boys are excited about. I know I am excited myself. But while we conclude, I just want to say again that happy New Year to our Ethiopian brothers and sisters. And as a sign out, let me see. Um, I wanted to play something Ethiopian as we leave. Let me see if I can find something. Yes. For those of you in Ethiopia who know Jackie Gose, he has always had splendid music to play, and I'm his big follower in Ethiopia. I hope this sits right with you. But anyway, again, thank you so much, Moses, for joining us. And thank you, everyone that has been part of the check-in. Don't forget that we have these check-ins every Monday, every Wednesday, and every Saturday. Monday and Wednesday, we have them at 11 o'clock in the morning. On Saturday, because it's a weekend and we need to be a little more relaxed, it's usually at 2 o'clock. Thank you for joining us and have a lovely weekend. Cheers.